Happy New Year, everyone! Welcome to my channel. My name is Anna and I'm a manifestation coach. Today, in the very beginning of 2025, I thought it would be very obvious for me to talk about New Year's resolutions. A lot of people make New Year's resolutions in the beginning of the year, every year, and they end up not keeping up with it. So the New Year's resolution backfires and people end up feeling like a failure. And this can repeat for someone every single year, and people may think this is my year, this year I'm going to do it. But in this video, I'm going to explain to you why New Year's resolutions don't work, why they can't work, and what to do instead. There's a solution, and it's a solution that will last for you, which is what I am all about, because I don't like fixing a problem over and over again. It's better to solve the cause and just get rid of it and start manifesting your life the way you want to, instead of having to deal with the same problem in different situations over and over. So that is what we are going to talk about. And I am not going to tell you to make the resolutions every day. You know, you hear these advices. Advices, can you say that in plural? You hear a lot that people tell you that you need to make the promise to yourself every single day, not just in the beginning of the year. We all know that that doesn't work either. There's a good reason for that. So, when you are making a New Year's resolutions, it's a lot of times it's people who want to lose weight, so they start. They promise to themselves that they are going to do certain things, or, you know, in general, it's just a promise to yourself that you are going to do something. You are going to create a new habit. For example, it could be working out a certain amount of days in a week, or reading certain amount of books every month, or whatever have you. Now, of course, this is a manifestation channel, and it's a channel where we talk about the law of assumption, where imagination is the only reality, and the imagination is what creates your physical experience. So if you think about it in those terms, when you are promising yourself to create a new habit, it's like forced physical action in manifestation. That can't work, because what manifests for you, the experiences that manifest for you, come from your assumptions. So when you optimistically are promising yourself that you are going to go for a run every other day, but you think of yourself as lazy, as weak, as not sporty, or anything like that, or that you can't keep up with anything, your mind will have to keep you in that place. So no matter how much you force yourself to go out for a run, or to become that person on the outside, your mind will have to do everything to keep you in the place of your assumption, which is lazy, doesn't do anything, sporty, weak, whatever may block the new habit that you want to create. So I think it's already clear, right, why a New Year resolution can't work. Because if the reason you are making it is because you want to have the new habit, but it's just forced physical action, and the forced physical actions always come from the state of lack also. So I am going to go out for a run every day, maybe because I feel like I'm lazy, so I force myself to run. Maybe because I feel like I need to lose weight, so I force myself to run. So if your state of mind is, I am lazy, so I force myself to run, your state of mind is, I am lazy. So your mind is going to keep you in that place and not, create excuses, make you feel tired, etc., so that you physically stay in that place. And this is why I always say that you don't take action when you manifest. You change your assumption. And if there is need to take action, your mind will make you take action. But that is not something you do yourself, because otherwise it's just forced. That is why I also always tell my clients, for example, that there's no such thing as inspired action that you do. And you hear this a lot as an advice also in the manifestation community, that, oh, you need to take inspired action. Otherwise, how are you going to get the thing that you're manifesting? And people always ask me, how do I know if this is inspired action or not? Just because you're asking the question, like, let it be, leave it. It's not inspired action. It's forced action for you to get the thing, to manifest whatever it is, because you're coming from lack. Your job is to change self-concept in the first place. So for those of you who want to work out is great. You don't have to do it. Now, I'm sure that some people will ask me in the comment that you could just manifest losing weight or manifest having muscles. You can't do that. You don't have to work out. Some people like to work out. It makes you feel great. It feels amazing, and it's just something that people like to do, just like some people like to play the guitar. So, therefore, if you actually genuinely want to start working out, but you're just not the type, first of all, start to see yourself as the type. Change that part of your self-concept, that now you're sporty, now you're active, you're full of energy. Start affirming these things. If there's another thing that you want to do, I don't know, it can be anything, that you want to read books, that you want to learn to play an instrument, you want to learn a new language, but you just know that after a couple of weeks, you're going to give it up. Start simply manifesting, knowing the language, because the process is going to manifest itself as the result of your assumption of knowing that language, or whatever else it may be. For some people, it could be quitting smoking. As a New Year's resolution, that is never going to work, because if you view yourself as a smoker and as addicted to cigarettes, you can force that as much as you want. And I'm pretty sure that many of you know people who have tried. A lot of people can't quit smoking even if they try really hard several times, simply because of that. They view themselves as smokers, and quitting it right away is simply forced physical action. That is proof right there for you that forced physical action is not going to do anything for your manifestation. Start viewing yourself as the person that you want to become. In your mind, you need to be that person before you become it in the physical. For example, for those of you who want to quit smoking, you could simply imagine your friends, family, whoever, congratulating you that you actually quit it. You quit smoking. Congratulations. Good for you. How long has it been? And you could answer, it has been several months. I don't need it at all. It was so easy to quit smoking. It was just so easy. Now I feel healthy. I feel XYZ, fill in the blank. You need to become that person. And when you do that and you repeat that until it sinks in, your mind will have to get you to that place physically also. So it's first the mind and then the physical. And again, if it's anything else where you need to take action, don't worry about it. Your mind will figure out how to make you do that. So don't figure out what inspired action you need to take, and don't force yourself to do something in the physical when your assumption tells you otherwise. it's far more efficient to change the assumption. And this is also what I mean when I say that you want to solve the cause of the problem so that you don't have to deal with the same problem over and over again. Let's say you force yourself to go out for a run while you think of yourself as someone who is not sporty, who is lazy, who is this and that. Even if you forced yourself to run, and then maybe probably at some point you will like it, this happens rarely for people that they can actually keep it up with the physical. If the assumption that you are this or that might have blocked your you from keeping your New Year's resolution is going to manifest somewhere else anyway. So this is a good time for you to also figure out, what do you think of yourself? A lot of self-concept here. What do you think of yourself in terms of health and well-being, in terms of weight, in terms of success, in terms of persistence? I am going to finish this video telling you about an experience that I have had one in the very beginning when I was still learning about manifestation. I had still not figured it out. I had still not heard about the law of assumption and Neville Goddard, Joseph Murphy, who I then learned manifestation from. Everyone was talking about Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. Maybe several of my viewers have read that book. I'm not a big fan of that book, especially manifestation-wise, because it contradicts law of assumption a lot. But there's a chapter that is called Persistence. And it was all about persisting in, I don't even remember what, to be honest, because in that book he talks about creating groups, actually taking action. It's more like a business advice than it is manifestation. I'm not really sure why it's so popular in some communities of manifestation. Mostly law of attraction, actually, not so much. No one who teaches you law of assumption and Neville Goddard is going to mention Think and Grow Rich, by the way. That is not a book I have ever suggested to read anyone, and that is not what I'm going to do in this video. Even if you don't read that book, you will be fine. But that chapter, the persistence, hit me so hard. I realized that I am not persisting in anything, especially in manifestation. I had just started to do the things that I was learning, and I wasn't keeping up with anything. Mostly because I was going from video to video, article to article, book to book, audiobook to audiobook, and like jumping from one thing to another, trying different things and not keeping up with anything. And I was manifesting some things, nothing was happening, and it was making me feel so much like a failure, to be honest. And when it hit me that I'm not persisting, that's the thing, I'm not persisting enough. I felt so bad that I closed the book. I didn't read or do anything for several days because I was digesting the truth that I had figured out about myself, that I was just not persisting in anything. And then when you realize something, a lot of other things keep coming up, that if in the past when I was maybe, I don't remember the things that kept coming up because it has been years, but like, okay, I didn't persist in this, I didn't persist in that. It was a huge realization about my self-concept. And that is where I started knowing that when I start something, I need to persist in it. In the same way, working with maybe the ideas of the New Year's resolutions that you've had to figure out, what do you actually think of yourself and how are you as a person. And a lot of people will say, oh, but this is who I am. This is just how I am. I can't concentrate. I'm just not sporty. I am really not good with languages. All those things are assumptions. You can change the assumption, create a new self-concept that you actually would rather have, a person that you would rather be, and then your mind will have to make you become that person. That is a part of inspired action. And that is how you change something, and that is how you create a habit. A habit is first created in your mind, and then it just becomes in the physical. You don't force it. Forcing is going to backfire even in other manifestations. Taking physical action from your current state, which is the old state, is going to manifest more of the old. So it backfires, makes you feel bad, makes you feel like a failure, and reminds you of the lack of your manifestation, and you risk to spiral. Work on your mind, work on your imagination. Everything starts from your imagination. And persist in it. Just because you affirm something and it doesn't happen the next day, it doesn't mean anything other than you just need to persist in it a little bit more so that it becomes a habit in your mind. And when something becomes habit in your mind, your subconscious takes it as truth, and then you're done. It's on autopilot. And also, again, that is what I mean by solving a problem once and for all. Once it's on autopilot, you don't have to deal with it again and again. So this was it for today. I really hope that this was inspiring for you, and I really hope that you will start working with your assumptions before you do anything in the physical. And if it's something that I don't want to keep people from living in the 3D. If it's something that you enjoy doing, it's fun, of course you do it. And your 3D everyday life, you do it as you do. But when you need to change something or you need to experience something new, it has to start from your mind. That was the point of this video. So I am going to end it here. I offer one-on-one coaching. I have different packages, I guess you can call it. The link is in the description box below. If you go on my booking page, you will see that you have different choices for coaching. If you have questions about coaching or the booking itself or anything related to that, you can contact me from my booking page. The link is always in the description of all my videos. And I hope you'll subscribe and stick around for more, and see you in the next video.